Hello, my loves, and welcome back to a brand new podcast episode here on the Jules Bellot podcast. This is also a YouTube channel, so if you are watching on YouTube right now live, then thank you so much for being here. Thank you for always subscribing and following and just supporting this show as usual, pressing play every single week. This means so much to me. And if you are new here, you're completely new, just clicked on this video. I normally don't dress up that fancy. I don't know what I thought this morning. I was just like, you know what? I'm just vibing this kind of like head thing. So why not go with it? But yeah, I'm Jules. I'm an entrepreneur coach. I do lots of things on social media. I just recently grew my social media audience to over 40,000 incredible souls in a matter of just a few months. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm really happy for every single person who's new, also on my Instagram. And if you don't know me yet, then please also slide into my inbox. I'm always happy to chat at Jules Bellot. So in this week's episode, it's actually 2025 that I'm recording this. We are in January right now. I am just sitting down, coming back more or less into this office, into my recording spot or recording, how do you say? Yeah, kind of like podcast studio. Because I did pre-record lots of videos for New Year's and kind of having some time off between Christmas and New Year's as well. So now I'm back, officially back in the podcast seat, and I feel this 2025 energy with my whole entire being. I'm just so ready for it, and I don't know if you're here, and I mean, obviously, if you clicked on this video, it's for a reason. It's because you're also into manifestation, into mindset, and you can resonate with all of these topics. But I don't know, do you also feel this vibe? Do you feel that 2025 is actually going to be a really big year with big shifts, with big challenges, but also big breakthroughs? I think you do. At least I do. You can leave me a comment if you do feel this energy for this year. We want to also start off the year on the right foot and kind of on a really good note. I am hosting once again, every single year, my free masterclass expansion. This is the workshop, the kind of desire attraction workshop, how I like to call it, where we really set you up for an amazing 2025, for you to learn how to align, attract, and embody all of those goals that you want to attract in this year, in 2025. And so if this resonates, then comment below expansion. I'll send you the link to join, or you can also just click the link down in the description box below, and you can sign up for free. But let's get into today's episode. So as I said, I'm feeling this vibe. I'm feeling 2025 is going to be juicy, big, expansive, just incredible. And I want you to manifest fast. I want you to be able to not wait for a goal for it to come into fruition, a goal for it to come into reality, or a dream or so, a desire of yours. I want for you to be able to have a dream, act on it, how do you say, embody it kind of, or call it in, and then see it play out in your 3D reality. And I want for you to make this happen fast. I want for you to be able to be whoa, is this already coming true? I cannot believe this. I've had the last couple of weeks, especially now since the new year started, so many times realizations where it was ooh, this happened fast. What's going on? I don't know. Is 2025, is there some magic, some extra speed going on? But it's actually not that magical. It's actually quite simple if we get to the bottom of it. So this is why you're here. You already know the 5-step process, right? Or some people also have a 10-step manifestation process, whatever it is. You know how it works. You know that you have to get clear on your goals. You have to align your energy. That means really make sure that you believe also that you're worthy of attracting that what it is, right? You know that goals are not just happening, or your dreams are not just coming into reality because you sit there and meditate or because you write affirmations. No, 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 no. You know that you have to, number 3, take action, right? You know aligned action is required. What does aligned action mean? It's you going, for example, if you want to be a model or so, then don't just sit there and wait for the opportunities to come your way, but go and be proactive, go and apply for that agencies, write emails, get out there. This is like taking aligned action. Little tiny action steps that bring you closer towards that goal of yours. Number 4, you know that you also have to reprogram your mind. You know that you cannot just, as I said, like think, oh, it's going to happen for me, and it'll happen. You know that you have to every single day, every minute of the day, if you can, remind yourself of those things that you want in terms of like, I'm worthy, right? The I am affirmations are so, so, so powerful. Telling yourself over and over again that you're beautiful until you really truly look into the mirror and are like, whoa, I'm beautiful. It works. It helps so much if you are constantly repeating affirmations and reprogramming your mind, kind of like faking it until you make there's this saying like fake it till you make it. It's kind of like that, right? You just act as if until one day it is, and you embody that version that you want to become, because you're just constantly repeating and kind of like rewiring your brain to see that outcome, to believe that you are the person who can achieve such thing. Obviously, right? Reprogramming your mind. But you also know, number 5 of my 5-step process is that you need to detach from the outcome. You know that it doesn't also help if you're just clingy and like, I need to get this, because if you are holding on to this wish so strongly, or you're just like holding on tight and it's just like, oh, I want this to happen, then you actually push it even further away. You know that already. You know that there's also some detachment required for you to just living your life, having fun, being in the energy of receiving, and then seeing the manifestation come true. So this like 5-step process, obviously there's like a 6th step, a 7th step that you could add, where it's like, I don't know, surround yourself with the right people, you know, being in an energy where it's like uplifting and empowering instead of surrounding yourself with people who drain you, all that stuff. Also celebrating the small wins. That's something that a lot of manifestation coaches also say, where you're like, okay, you need to be really excited and happy about the small stuff. Like if you want to attract $1 million into your business, you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to wait for that $1 million and then I'm going to be happy, or then I'm going to be excited, or then I'm going to celebrate. No, you have to celebrate also the small stuff. That's something that you already know. Like this whole manifestation process, you already know it. You've done it. Like you're good. But then why is it that you're still on here? Why is it you're still watching? There must be something that you're missing. There must be something that maybe you're not quite doing the way how you wanted to do, or how other people do it, because there's still something that you're not having, or you're not achieving, or you're not seeing in your 3D reality that you want, right? And so for 2025 to be different, for 2025 to have different results, what do we need to do? We need to do things differently. So what I always suggest in this like whole 5-step process, and with like the acting as if and feeling right now, all those feelings, that's all amazing. That's all incredible. But I also want you to know that it can be simple. It actually gets to be easy. That's why it's so important to not overcomplicate it. And that's why it's so important to sometimes do less and be like, okay, less is more. And I'm going to focus heavily, for example, on my limiting beliefs. I'm going to focus heavily on rewiring my brain and just like digging up some old wounds, maybe some traumas, doing shadow work, just really going inwards and seeing, hey, where is the block? Like somewhere along this 5-step process, there's a block. Like something is blocking me. Is it because I truly do not really believe yet that it's possible for me? Is there not, like, me not seeing the evidence makes me not believing that I can actually do it too? And that's why it's really important to simplify your focus and really stick to one thing at a time. Do not overcomplicate this. Do not rush into 2025 thinking, I need to hit all of my goals like in the next month. Like all of those manifestations need to come true right now. This is so counterproductive. This is like not gonna help at all. I rather want you to really pick one thing, one goal, one manifestation, and focus on that and make it simple. Make it so simple that it's like part of your daily routine. Don't think, oh, I need to have this like 5-step morning routine, manifestation thing, like journaling, meditating, affirmations, tapping, EFT tapping. I need to do all of those, and only then I'm going to achieve my goal. That's not how it works. You need to, obviously, sure, focus on reprogramming your mind, rewiring, all the things we talked about, but also make it simple. Make it simple and almost, again, faking the outcome, like trying to feel, hey, how would I get up right now if I'm already that successful online business owner? If I know I have 5 client calls today, how would I show up? Would I be sleeping until 11 a.m. in the morning and then like, slowly getting up and being in PJs all day? Probably not. I'd probably at one point get ready, fix my hair, whatever, and talk on stories or, get ready. That's what she'd do or he'd do. This is just like my reminder for you in 2025 that if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to become that perfect, best, there's no such thing as perfect, I always say that, but if you want to become the best version of yourself, then you need to start acting as if. This whole embodying process, this whole like embodying the higher self or embodying the next level self, that's like closing the gap between you right now and you in the future, or your desired outcome. And for me personally, that's also how I saw the fastest results. That's like together with aligned action, but aligned action is really part of it, because if I just think about it for a minute, if you want to be part of, I don't know, a TV show or whatever it is that you want to do, this could be so far from your reality, but just think about something that you really want to do. Well, if you act as if, pretending to be her already, or pretending to be that person, well, guess what? She'd probably apply. She'd probably go out there. She'd probably send emails. So the aligned action is already part of this whole act as if. And therefore, that's like the best way for me to manifest in 2025. If you now are like, well, Jules, all of this is clear to me, I still feel though there are some blockages, there are some things that are just like not really clicking, I'd highly recommend you to join our expansion masterclass. This is a free masterclass hosted on Sunday, the 19th. It's so much fun. I host this masterclass every single year. I do have to say though, you already can tell that my content is like mixed with Spanish on here on YouTube as well. My Instagram at Jules Bellot is right now solely Spanish. I might host this masterclass for the last time in English because the Spanish community is just like really, really growing, and I feel like I cannot do both languages. Like it's too much. This year I'm gonna have one masterclass in English, one masterclass in Spanish now in January, but it's just like a lot. And therefore, this might be the last year. No promises, but I'm quite sure it's going to be the last year for me to host it in in English, which makes me even more like sentimental and emotional and just so excited for you to come. Thank you so much for watching, as always. If you stayed until now, please leave a red heart in the comments. I'd love to see who's watching until the end, who's listening. If you're listening on Spotify, I would be so excited and happy for you to leave a 5-star review or also an Apple podcast. I see you very, very soon, hopefully in this week's masterclass, again, 19th of January. I'm going to leave everything down in the description box, sending you an amazing, amazing big hug. Sending you a big hug, wishing you an amazing week, and of course, the best start into 2025. May all of your dreams come true.